Good morning, everybody. Captain Marty here on Monday, June the 16th. And, buddy, we got some stuff to talk about today, including the Big Rock Tournament. I got some prize winnings to report to you and some tournament news. I'll be right back.
Ready to enjoy the Outer Banks the way it was meant to be enjoyed? Then you're ready to take the whole family to Jeanette's Pier in Nags Head. Start with a walk on the 1,000-foot-long pier to watch the sunrise or a reel in the catch of the day. Some of the best fishing on the East Coast is right here at Jeanette's Pier. Plus, Jeanette's Pier plays host to various events throughout the year, including professional surfing events. For the best day you'll have on the Outer Banks, go to Jeanette'sPier.net or give us a call at 252-255-1501. Jeanette's Pier, milepost 16.5, Nags Head.
Fishing Ocracoke is the ultimate lifetime dream for a lot of people. Captain Ernest with Gecko Sport Fishing and the Drum Runner can help you achieve that dream to the fullest. Whether you're looking to go offshore for tuna, mahi, and billfish, or inshore for puppy drum, speckled trout, and more, Gecko Sport Fishing and the Drum Runner can go from 2 feet to 2,000 feet of water. Full day, half day, and evening trips are available. Call Captain Ernest at 252-921-0095. Gecko Sport Fishing and the Drum Runner. Make your Ocracoke fishing dream a reality.
All right. Well, thank you for stopping by. We're going to talk about one of the biggest marlin tournaments in the world. Lot of prize money, millions of dollars. I did some rough math, and there's so many different categories in that tournament for prize winning. Keep in mind that if you enter all the categories, you're looking at least $30,000 to fish that tournament per boat. And if you can go and find out all the standings at thebigrock.com. You can Google Big Rock Marlin Tournament. And while you're there, if you want to see these prize figures I'm getting ready to give you, also you can Google Big Rock prize money and it'll pop right up. Man, oh man. I tell you, who won the tournament? Well, it depends on which category. There's the billfish release, and then there's the biggest fish that were weighed in, and then there's who won the most money. And I'll tell you all about that. In the billfish release category, the Sand Bob was first, the Speculator was second, the Wave Paver was third. They won respectively $150 grand, $90 grand, and $60 grand. In the Fabulous Fisherman category, on that first 504-pounder, Ron Whitaker won $1,729. Old charter boat captain out of Hatteras. Couldn't happen to a nicer guy or a nicer family. And then we had lots of other stuff going on. The heaviest blue marlin was the Game Time with 516. Rob was in second with a 504. The Builder's Choice slipped into third with a 431.8. The Ava D caught it. A 46.2-pound dolphin. Why is that important? Well, it's a nice dolphin. It also won him $600,000+. So all these figures, by the way, are unofficial. I hope I got my math straight. The Trash Man with that 155.1-pound tuna. The Bobo Joe had a 61.5-pound wahoo. But let's talk about the big three winners. The Game Time, with his winnings in the categories that he was in, he came home. Well, let's do it this way. Let's start with the number 3 boat, the Builder's Choice. With him being in the category, slipping in a blue marlin on, I think it was the next to last day, he won $1,800,000 and some change. All right. The second on the prize money scale would have been the boat that caught the biggest marlin. The Game Time, they won $1,815,000. So a little bit more money than the Builder's Choice, but not much. But old Rom, hometown boy out of Hatteras, on the release, Hatteras charter boat, when you factor in that he got the second biggest fish overall, the first biggest fish, the first fish to the dock over 500 pounds, which I had already mentioned, his total winnings in rough figures and unofficially, $2,214,000. That's enough for a heck of a big pig picking. So that gives you an idea of what is going on and what has gone on in the Big Rock tournament. Our next tournament now will be the Hatteras Marlin Club tournament, an invitational only tournament. It'll kind of kick off events with the captain's meeting next Sunday. I'll be down there for the whole week, and that's a bragging rights tournament. It won't have the amount of boats or the money. Very few do. The only tournament that competes with the Big Rock tournament is the Ocean City White Marlin tournament. So we'll be covering that later in the summer. As far as other fishing and things going on, Hatteras and Organilla both have had a good bite of Baylor dolphins. Hatteras had some blackfin tunas, scattered wahoo. Organilla, the bite has been good on the dolphin, and some of the guys are doing really well on tuna. Barry Sawyer, again, I think it's the third day in a row, had a limit of yellowfin tuna out of Pirates Cove. So if you hit it just right, The tuna bite is good, yellowfins and the dolphin bite. Also, a little bit of bites on wahoo and a scattered billfish, including some of the first white marlin of the year. Both fleets fishing inshore are catching cobia, ribbonfish, and bluefish, and there's some bottom fishing going on for topfish, sea bass, and beeliner snappers. Surf and pier fishing about the same as we've been reporting. Doesn't change a whole lot in the surf. A few pompanos, some bluefish. We do have a few puppy drums, sea mullet, and speckled trout. That's about the 5 that you're going to catch. It doesn't change much on the pier. There's a few cobia, and there was even, I think I got this correct, down on Hatteras Island, a small tarpon caught and released this week. Some blues around the pilings are catching some sheephead, and there's sea mullet that I've been mentioning to you. Chicken of the sea, one of the best eating fish we catch. So there's plenty of activity, but we are getting, with this hot weather, this is what I preach about. You need to be out there at first light or at the last light in the evening to do your fishing. You'll double your chances, and as long as you got the freshest bait possible that's been caught within 24 hours of you using it, preferably on the same day that you're using it, go early, go late, and that's your best chance for a bite. I'm going to take a break, have a sip of water. I'll be back to tell you about the sound fishing in just a moment.
Hi, I'm Captain Jay Cudworth of the Kokomo with Paradise Dolphin Cruises at Safe Harbor Marina in Wanchese. I want to invite you to take a ride out on the Roanoke Sound to see the majestic bottlenose dolphins up close. As a native, I'll be telling you stories from these waters as a boy growing up in Wanchese. Nature and history have combined to make this area unique, and I love sharing this special place with special people. So come on aboard with me and my crew and experience the real beauty of the Outer Banks. For more information, go online to ParadiseDolphinCruises.com. Again, this is Captain Jay. I look forward to seeing you soon.
I'm still thinking about that great big old pig picking I know Ron was going to throw. I'll hit him up for that when I'm down there next week at the Marlin Club tournament. Backcountry fishing. Been consistent and it's been good. A lot of guys have their favorite sloughs, their favorite ditch heads, estuaries, things like that. Some people like to be way out in the open water in the middle of the sound, but the speckled trout bite we should be thankful for. It's been good. And then occasionally you can round out, it's mostly going to be speckled trout, but there's also some bluefish, there's some puppy drum, there's a few black drum, and on structure, like we say every day, the sheephead fishing has been pretty good too. Not hearing much about flounders, croakers, spots, things like that right now. I'm not complaining about what I am hearing. So that's what's going on back in the Sound. We got a brand new week here ahead of us. It's going to be hot, and fishing is going to be slow during the middle of the day. This is, however, a great time to get on a charter boat and go do some offshore fishing. Easier than you think. Go to any major marina. Make sure you deal with a major marina. Walk the docks, look around, ask questions. If the fishing looks good, then you can get on a makeup charter where they will put you with 5 other people, because most of these boats are limited to 6 people. They'll put you with five other people. You split all of the costs 6 ways and you go offshore fishing. And this is a great time to do that. The weather's been pretty good. The seas have been relatively calm, and they'll do nothing but get better as we get towards the end of the month and into July. So that's what's happening here on my Fishing Report, my podcast. I do appreciate you stopping by, and I'll let you know if anything changes. Have a great day.